Hi guys, welcome back to As We Speak. This week we have Barry Lee Cummings here with us again from Beat the Cyberbully. So let's kick this off by talking about Fortnite. The word sparks great frenzy in the entire global parental community. It's just a 20-30 minute game designed in these brilliantly virtual, fantastic landscapes. The images are cartoonish, the scenes are not typically gory. Fortnite's most popular mode is Fortnite Battle Royale, in which up to 100 players enter an online game, compete individually or as part of squads of up to 4 to be the last player standing with an ever-decreasing battle space. Thank you, Barry. Welcome back to As We Speak. So, Barry, we're going to talk about Fortnite.
Indeed.
Yes. So, Barry, you sign up to Fortnite with an email ID, but there's no age verification process. Is this the specific format for all games, or is it just for Fortnite in general?
It's across most games because what we have to think about is traditionally games used to be purchased to be played on a console, for example. And so in the shops, much like movies, it would have a rating on how old you would need to be. But now with the evolution into mobile, so that you can just download it onto your mobile phone or onto your tablet and so forth, the trend is towards email addresses enough, because at the end of the day, they want as many people playing it as possible. So yeah, it is something that doesn't require much age verification. Again, it's where mum and dad step in to understand that, oh, this is a 13 rated game, therefore my 10-year-old probably shouldn't be playing it.
In reality, it's just a 30-minute game. Yet it's become so addictive, it's caused a lot of psychiatric and psychological problems in many different parts of the world. Why has it come to this?
Games today are designed to be addictive. That is part of how these games are put together, because the more time you spend on the game, the more likely that you're going to level up, the more likely you're going to spend money. It comes down to that at the end of the day. What they want is as many people paying for more V-Bucks to purchase better armor, better weapons and so forth. And the longer you stay playing the game, that's one of those qualities, if you like, that shows that you are a real Fortnite player. And so it's not surprising that for young people, teenagers and tweens, brains are still developing, and now they've got this thing that comes into their lives and it gives them the chemical reaction, the dopamine hit of feeling good because I win, I've killed that person, I've got that, and so they want more of it. They are addicted to it very quickly because it's designed to be so. It's because they will not end the game to go to the bathroom. They won't put the controller down, because what happens if they get killed or they let their teammates down? Our children have been allowed to play it without much control. When they say it's time to turn it off, their child literally turns into a feral monster who would pretty much claw their eyes out given the opportunity. And this comes back to the point where we said it's about managing how much time they spend on there. As you said, a battle actually really only lasts 20 minutes. If they're given an hour's worth of screen time, they can have a number of battles in there and then time to do something else. But we also, as mum and dad, need to be aware of the next one, and so I'll throw it out there now. Apex Legends. That's the next one that you're going to need to be aware of, that your sons and daughters will potentially be talking about and become as ingrained in their life as Fortnite is at the moment. So it's about being aware. It's about having conversations with our children about what is doable and what's not. And it's also about us understanding what Fortnite is.
Is there any way we can report any inappropriate exchange on Fortnite that happens between our children and anyone else that they might be talking to online?
So within the game itself, there's limited reporting capabilities. There are reporting capabilities, but again, as you can imagine that if one game has 100 people in and there are literally thousands of games going on, that's a lot of content. But I would always suggest, if there are inappropriate remarks, comments, or direct cyberbullying or inappropriate content, to try and capture that information. It's very difficult, I know, but even just recording and so forth, so that you can report that. And then if it's getting to a point where maybe your child is being singled out by specific players, that we try and collate as much information. And then on the ground here, the government does take things like that very, very seriously. In some cases, as much as our children might not want it, it's about turning that chat off.
So guys, that's the wrap on Fortnite. Having said all this, as Barry said, it really is just a 30-minute game. So it's not a terrible thing to have your kids play it, provided that we can limit it. And obviously for that, we have to be super mindful. Also, Fortnite has a lot of benefits. It provides hand-eye coordination, teaches your kids about teamwork. You can do the dance moves with them, and that's a great family exercise and activity to do. But I hope we've given you some actionable points here. I hope you've enjoyed this little tidbit about Fortnite. I hope you like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Do share, and see you next week. Bye.